Hello my friends, welcome back to Literacy. Today we are doing lesson 13 part 1, so go ahead and write that in your CJ for whatever day of the week you're having class. And pause the video if you need more time, but I am gonna move on. Okay. Alright, we are gonna learn some new phonograms today. Very exciting. Okay, first one. Let's start with this one. Repeat after me. Good. Is this a vowel or a consonant? It's a vowel. Good job. And what kind of vowel is it? This is your hint. It's an R-controlled vowel. Very good. Next, we have this one. Repeat after me. Good job. Is this one a vowel or a consonant? It's also a vowel. Good job. And what kind of vowel is it? Here's your hint. It's an R-controlled vowel. Very good. And last new one today. Repeat after me. Three-letter Very good. Is this one a vowel or a consonant? It is a vowel. And what kind of vowel? It's an R-controlled vowel. And what multi-letter vowel do you see in three-letter What multi-letter vowel do you see in this three-letter Right here, yeah, we see E, A. Good. If we just took that away, it would be E, A. Nicely done. Okay, so let's look at some cards here. Let's look at all 4 of these. What is the same between these phonograms? There's a lot. What do they all say? They all say Good job. What else is the similar? What do they all have in them? They all have an R in them. Good. And that means they're all what kind of vowels? They're all R-controlled vowels. Very good. So if these all say how will you know which one to write during spelling analysis? What about for this one? This one is pretty different, so this one's easy. What will we say? Since this one has 1, 2, 3 letters, I will hold up 3 fingers for three-letter So memorize that in your head right now. E-A-R is three-letter three-letter E-A-R, E-A-R, E-A-R. Good job. All right, how will we distinguish the 2-letter phonograms that say Good question. We're going to use some sample words to remember which is which. Okay, so for example, for we always call this the of her, right? Right, you've been hearing that for 13 lessons now. So I'm going to get out my little piece of paper here real quick. Okay, so we have or her. I'm going to write her. Okay. We call this the of her. This is the most common spelling of the sound. It is used in more than 80% of the words with the sound Wow, that's a lot. All right, next, I want to write this word, bird. We're going to call this the of bird. Okay? So what's the of bird? I-R. Good. I-R. 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 This way, actually, is the second most common spelling of So the second most common. First is ER, second is IR. Now I'm going to write okay. This we will call the of hurt. So make sure you're listening during our dictation. If I say the of hurt, because it's almost really similar to her, hurt, right? So make sure you're hearing that t sound at the end. So this is the of hurt. This is the third most common spelling of Okay. We will call this the of search. Search. This is the least common spelling of So here we have her bird hurts the search. If you remember that phrase, and you remember that her, of her is first, that means it's the first most common way to spell Bird is the second word, and that happens to be the second most common spelling of the sound Hurt is the third word, and it is the third most common way to spell And then search is the last word in this sentence, and it is the least common way to spell So her bird hurts the search. Repeat after me. Her bird hurts the search. Good. If you do not know which spelling of is used, which one should you guess? What makes the most sense? The first one, because that's the most common. Remember, 80% of words with the sound are ER words. It is the most common. Good. So when you encounter words with the sound you will need to learn and memorize which spelling is used. These are good words to add to your spelling journal. Let's write each new phonogram we just learned 5 times in the air. Okay, let's start with our new ones. Let's start with IR, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Let's do of hurt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And let's do the of search last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome job, my friends. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this away real quick. My markers I don't need anymore. And let's go over some of our phonograms. Okay, all right. So we're going to drill them. Try to beat me before I say it, okay? Okay. Easy peasy. And the of her. Good job. Let's go over those once more and let's make sure we say our spelling rule this time. 3-letter the of hurt. The of bird. and the of her. Good job. R, y, I, e, o, u, v, oi, qua, ng, ch, sh, ch, 3-letter, ch. A, o, u, ow, off. Let's do that one again. A, o, u, ow, off. Ow, o. Ow, o, u, no, I'm sorry. I did the wrong sound. Ow, o, u, There we go. Let's do it once more. Ow, o, u, Good job. J, k, tall, k. I, 3-letter, I. W, O, Z, A, O, U, A, af, E, A, 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 2-letter, 2-letter, Remember, this one is used only at the beginning of a base word, and this one is used at the beginning or at the end of a base word. E, I, E, ya. Hua. Ez, z. X, z. V. A. K, s. A, U, U, E, double E, E, D. O, 2-letter O, that may not be used at the end of a base word. A, 2-letter A, that may not be used at the end of a base word. A, that may be used at the end of a base word. U, O. Oi, that may not be used at the end of a base word. K, 2-letter, K. Sh. Or. G, j. B. Z. All done. Good job, my friends. I know some of those are hard, and it gets harder the more you have to memorize. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, we are going to need our workbook in just a second, so make sure you have that nice and handy. Don't need it quite yet. I'm going to show you this one. What does this phonogram say? Good job. Can you sustain or sing Not really, no. I mean, sort of, but like, no, not really. So what does that make this? A vowel or a consonant? It's a consonant. Good job. So this is single consonant R. Now, we just learned all these other R sounds. See if I can get them all in here for you to see. It's the best I got. There you go. Okay. What do all of these phonograms say? I'll take this one out. What do all these phonograms say? Good job. Can you sing Yes, you can. So that makes these vowels. Good job. And what kind of vowels are they? R-controlled vowels. Very good. We call them R-controlled vowels because the R colors the vowel that is next to it. So it kind of like takes over. You really hear that R sound when they're next to it. A lot of times, students can mix up the single consonant R with the spelling of the sounds when they spell and write. However, if you remember a few of the concepts you've already learned about vowel types and syllables, you'll know whether you need to use consonant R or one of these spellings of So, R or Okay? Okay. Go ahead now and open your workbook to page 127. 127. It looks like. Okay. So you're going to read aloud the pairs of words in your workbook. As you read them, listen carefully to the vowel sounds. Then reread the words and highlight the vowel in each word. Okay? Let's do that together. So you will need a highlighter, or you can use your pencil and just box. Okay? Okay. So we have print, perch. Okay, let's listen for that vowel sound again. Print, perch. Okay, highlight the vowel in each of the words. So we have print and perch. That's going to be the ER sound. That's the sound. Because it's not perch, and E would be saying here. It's perch. See how it's controlling, it's coloring the vowel. So it stands by itself. Even though it's next to an R, the R is not controlling it. But over here, perch, it's not perch. Perch, it's controlling the E sound. So we have to highlight the E and the R because it's an R-controlled vowel. Let's do the next one. Track, and term. Track, term. Again, we're going to highlight the A, and then this is an R-controlled vowel because it's not term, it's term. All right, go ahead and pause the video and do the rest by yourself, and when you're ready, come back and play, and I'll see if you got them right. Okay? All right, pause the video. Okay, if you're playing the video, that means that you did this all on your own and you're ready to check your answers. Okay. All right, we have train and turn. A is our consonant, and is our A is our vowel, and is our R-controlled vowel sound. Good. Here we have brow and burn. Brow like your eyebrow. Brow and burn. Owl vowel is our vowel, and is our R-controlled vowel. And then we have drip and dirt. I is our, or I in this instance, is our vowel, and is our R-controlled vowel. And then we have brand, A is our vowel, short sound. And of bird is our R-controlled vowel. And we have beard and herd, because it's not heard, right? So beard, E-A, is our vowel. And over here it's So even though they're almost spelled the same, they're pronounced very differently, aren't they? And it depends on if that R is controlling the vowel or not. And then we have ear and earn. Again, they're almost spelled exactly the same, but in this one, it's ear. The R is not controlling the vowel. And over here in earn, it is. So what do you notice about vowel sounds that use consonant R? Yeah, they're totally different. Another vowel sound is clearly heard. So it's not earn, it's not earn, it's earn. So it's a totally different sound. And what do you notice about vowel sounds in words that use R-controlled vowel, the R-controlled phonogram? So every time the R-controlled phonogram is in here, what do we hear? We hear Good. The R is kind of distorting or changing the vowel sound. Nice job. Okay, I want you real quick, we're going to keep our book, but I want you to get out a piece of paper or your spelling journal or just your note-taking journal, wherever you kind of do these things. And I want you, I'm going to say a phonogram, and I want you to write it, okay? And then I'll show you if you wrote it correctly or not. Okay, so first, I want you to write single consonant R. Single consonant R. Are you done? All right, that's single consonant R. I'm sure you got it right. All right, what about now write me the of her. Write the of her. Ready? Good. Now write the of bird. Write the of bird. Good. Now write the of hurt. The of hurt. Good job. And last one, write the of search. Write the of search. Oops, I was writing the whole word. Just the Good. Now, I want you to spell down here. Number them if you want to. Spell the word drain. Okay, not yet though. Don't write it down yet. First, tell me how many syllables are in the word drain? Just one. Good. How many vowels are in the word drain? Or vowels? Just one. And what is the vowel sound? Drain. It's long A. Good. And how will you spell long A in the middle of a syllable? Do you know? You're going to use two-letter A that may not be used at the end of English words. And how will you spell the sound? You're going to spell it with single consonant R. And why are you going to spell it with single consonant R? Drain. Because another vowel sound is clearly heard. So it's not a spelling of So drain. Even though we're saying in there, we're using single consonant because we're not hearing that R-controlled vowel sound. It's another sound. Good. So now you can spell it. Then I'm going to spell it. You don't have to use colors like I am. I'm just doing it so we can kind of see it a little clearer. Okay? So why can I not spell? So this is the correct way to spell drain. Why can I not spell it like this? Why is that wrong? What does this say? It says drain, not drain, right? So it sounds really similar, but if you say it slowly to yourself, you can tell that there's a real difference there. So drain, drain. You hear that emphasis on the R controlling it? Yeah. And drain, if we said it like this, would have 2 syllables, not 1 like it's supposed to. Good. Now we're going to spell learn. Learn. How many syllables are in the word learn? 1. Good job. How many vowels are in the word learn? 1. What kind of vowel do you hear in the word learn? Yep, you hear an R-controlled vowel. Very good. And what are the R-controlled vowels again? We have 4. What are they? ER, IR, UR, and EAR. They're all up there. Good job. Okay, so when we spell learn, I want you to use 3-letter the of search. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so it should look like this. We use the 3-letter the of search, in the word learn. Very good. Okay, now I'm going to say another word. Each word will be spelled with either single consonant R or the of her. Okay, so I want you to write them on your paper. I'm going to do 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you write bigger than I do, you can do it 1 on each line if you need to. Whatever works. Okay, ready? First word is trim. So remember, you're either using single consonant R or the of her. Okay? So in the word trim, what are you going to use? Like I trim my hair, or split ends. It should be TRIM. All right, now let's do her. Her. That one should be easy. HER. Good. Now let's do fern. Fern. I have a fern growing in my front yard. Or if you've read Charlotte's Web, the little girl's name is Fern. And you spell that with of her. All right, what about cram? I had to cram my lunchbox into my backpack. cram. That is with single consonant R. And number 5, creep. Creep. I creep up on my dog to pet her. Creep. That is also single consonant R. And notice E-double-E in there. All right, what about herd? Herd, as in my dog tries to herd the cows. She's a herding dog. She's an Australian Shepherd. So not like I heard you, I want herd. She herds sheep. That is with of her. All right, and let's do perch. Perch, the bird would perch on the stick. That is also using the of her. And last one, brain. I got all of these spelled correctly because I have a big brain. Brain. That is spelled with single consonant R. Awesome job. All right, you can put this away. And I want you to turn in your workbook. Just turn the page to page 128. 128 is right here. So what we're going to do here is read aloud the pairs of words in your workbook. As you read them, listen carefully to the vowel sounds, then reread the word, draw a line between the syllables, and highlight the vowel in each syllable. Okay? Let's do the first one together. Okay, so we have person and prepay. Okay, let's read it again. Listen for the vowel sounds. Person, prepay. Okay, I think I got it. Now, we're gonna draw a line between the syllables and then highlight the vowels in each syllable. Okay? Okay, so person. The line should be here. And prepay. Prepay. Okay. Now, we're going to highlight, or you can box with your pencil, the vowel sounds. So person, it's an R-controlled vowel. And we have a schwa sound for that O, and then prepay, pre-E, and then pay, A-Y. Good job. Okay, let's do the next one together. All right, we have turbo, turbo, and trumpet. Okay, take your pencil and mark between the syllables and then highlight the vowel sounds. Tur, R controlled, and O, and then and eh. Okay. Let's do the next one. Furnish and frighten. Furnish and frighten. Highlight. And and then I and eh. The last one, we have triplet and turnip. Triplet and turnip. So we have eh and eh, and then and eh. Okay, how does the syllable spelled with the single R consonant so looking like at this one, triplet, differ from the syllables spelled with the R-controlled vowel. As you can see, so triplet and turnip, turnip. When we have an R-controlled vowel, the syllable ends right after that R-controlled vowel. Can you see that? Yeah. And when it's a single consonant R, it doesn't end right after that R sound. We keep going with some other, consonants. So in the syllables with the single consonant R, a vowel is clearly heard, right? Eh, I, eh, e, pre, right? Those are clearly heard sounds. Eh, I, e, whatever. But in the syllables with the R-controlled phonogram, we hear the sound Very good. All right, guys, we are done for today. So go ahead, finish your exit ticket on your form, and have a great day of learning. I will see you next time. Bye.